played. This is the first time I played since Northtown Mall with anybody. I think it is.
Well, the only time I play is when I play other people's fiddles and you know, to get them tuned up to pitch and play them to see where I need to set the sound post. Let's play the Ook Pic, could we?
I can remember it. Play that much. I'd have to work on that. Well, now it's on here. No, I never hit it the same way twice. I'll work it out now that I got it on there. That's the best I've heard it played in a long time. That's just one waltz. When we used to go to Tahlequah, I kind of knew it. It's kind of like that Crazy Creek. Yeah, I learned that down in Tahlequah years ago. Now I couldn't anymore play that. And
we're going to go down to Tahlequah here. Not this weekend, but I think it's next week.
Is it that when they have that thing at Wagner, or is it Tahlequah?
Well, it's halfway between the two there, okay. Down on the lake.
Okay, I didn't know where they were having it. Hadn't been down there in years. I'll need to go sometime.
Dean called the other evening or the other day and asked him if I was going. He wanted to go down.
How's he doing?
Pretty good. He apologized not coming out there to Northtown Mall and playing with us. He said, "I heard you guys had a big deal."
Oh.
But he said it took him to noon to put on his chains to, to feed his cattle. Oh boy.
I tell you, play too old when I grow too old.
right on the nose.
You betcha.
That's a pretty little waltz.
It is. I like that. It's a good little tune. Good tune. Play your, I don't want to get off on waltz and waltz and waltz and waltz, but that in old Arkansas, matinee, or whatever, just pick it. We'll get back to that. We'll get to it. Yeah.
That's just the way it goes. That's a good little tune. And ain't a soul around here can second it but you. Well, Larry Sledge can, but, you know.
He can second everything, I think.
And when you got 19 guitars a hammering,
Oh,
like,
wow.
like another bunch that I play with, there's it's sensitive to even play
You know,
that.
just forget music when like when I go out to Ted Sayers or down to McClurry. It's just it's just visiting is what it is, because there's so much going on that I tell you. Oh, play that Bandera while we're in those waltzes we worked on. another good one?
Did you know I've never ever heard nobody ever fiddle that?
No, you're the only one I've ever got it from.
Well, I got off an old Chubby Roy's Freight Train album, and it's but it is a song. There's some words, you know.
Say, I don't know if I were an F. Do you remember that Blackberry Onestep? Your dad's?
Gordon, you know, I tried to play that here a while back. I don't know whether I can, but I'll try.
Because you didn't do that the first time I taped it, and then in the middle of the tune you did it, but that's that A. That's supposed. I can just tell that's supposed to go there, but
it does.
But I went too far at once. But that's a good little tune.
Play this one with me if I can just think of it. It's an F2. It's the Blackberry Waltz.
Huh.
It goes to C. I think you had it right there. Gordon.
Yeah, then the second part, I think I could have maybe gone to a G real quick and then.
I never
maybe
did.
Not.
Maybe you can, but I never
did. Sometimes I try to hear too much.
Of course, you see,
I was rocking back from a little D minor there. just the way it goes, just like that. That's a pretty waltz. You ought to play those more. Gosh.
Well, ain't nobody can second them.
Well.
What the hell are you getting?
That's right. I like it. Once I get used to them, F and C and B flat, I mean, they've just all but forgotten those keys. I need to learn the little off things you go to. I don't really know them, but I don't mind. My hands have gotten them calloused enough I can hold that
I
F.
can't imagine why people forget C. Boy, there's some good.
Oh, those guys down there, Albie and all of them, they hate C, and I like C. To me,
the bluegrass bands, if you get
all
out
those
of the
rags are in C, all that stuff.
if you get out of the G position,
yeah,
no matter where you're at on the neck.
Yeah. But there's a bunch. All those rags and stuff are in C.
Here's a tune that Luke learned. It's the old Cowboy Waltz.
Okay. First heard that.
Is it? Well, yeah. I remember Dad playing that years and years ago when I was a kid, but Luke was listening to Cyril's tape.
Yeah.
And by gosh, he said, Dad, I need to learn that. And I said, okay. And so I gave him the tape, and about 3 days later, he gave it back and said, well, I got it down here. I can play it now.
Sometime now,
we'll
see what's...
I'd been hearing him scratch on it, all that time.
They asked me to do things every once in a while, and I don't know if now that Art's dead if they will, but they asked me. They didn't include him.
Can you ask more?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They want these shows and stuff. I'd like to feature Luke and Alita sometime as far as young fiddlers go.
Okay with me, Gordon.
And I'll wait and see what happens, and I'll see. There's a bunch of stuff if I wanted to promote it that I could probably do around this area through these arts councils and stuff too, But I'll have to just see for a while here what I'm going to do.
It's a good experience with the kids.
Oh yeah.
The kids.
Well, I tell you, to get up in front of an audience and play that's something good right there.
Did you know that I can truthfully say that when I was a young kid, Alita's age, and just starting to play guitar out, I was scared to death, but Alita's not like that no more. She used to be awful jumpy.
Well, she's getting confidence in herself. There's one thing. I really feel that's it. I used to, 25 years ago, if I got up, now I'm not talking to a young person, I'm talking to a middle-aged person. If I had to talk in front of a small group, my knees were just shaking like crazy.
Yeah.
And now here, Art and I have played literally before thousands of people on a great big old stage, which is a pretty lonely place when you walk out there. And not even, I could just soon been sitting right here in your kitchen.
Yeah.
But we knew what we were doing. I think that's the secret to the thing, is you knew what you were going to do.
Well,
but this is good for children. Oh, Lord, I think that's really good. Grady Wilson, you know who he is?
Yeah.
All right, see, his brother lives next door to me, Rick.
Oh, yeah.
And first time I met Randy was he and Rick. They come over and listened to him play the guitar.
Now, wait a minute, who you talking about?
Grady Wilson.
Oh,
Randy
Grady.
Wilson.
Oh, out
yeah, there's out east of town.
Yeah.
And do you know that he played with his back to us? He wouldn't play facing because he couldn't do it. He got up and stood with his back to us and played.
Grady?
Yeah. That's just been 15 years ago at the most. Maybe not even that long, but about that long.
Is that on or off?
No, we turned it off here. Oh, I know. There's two. What's that? Spring Creek's in C.
What?
What's Spring Creek in? Just heard it once.
Spring Creek.
What did Alita play? The new tune out there at North
Hot
County?
Springs?
Yeah, Hot Springs. That's it.
I don't play that. Go
Okay.
on.
She does, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It would.
No, it's played. It's an F.
F, but oh no. Okay. Now there was another one she played that was a new tune. No, that was it. That's it. Oh, I know who had a new tune. Turkey Trot. Or Turkey Tracks.
Yeah. Turkey Tracks.
Turkey Tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was who it was. Yeah. Hers was. I remember she played that Hot Springs. That was. I don't remember what key it was in.
It's F, and it's got all them stupid minors in it. I need to sit down and learn that, I guess.
Oh well, I think I've got her playing it on tape, and I will learn that because I got to work out where these off keys go in the F and B flat. Because
Teetotalers, you remember that?
yeah.
What is that chord? What
E
is
minor.
What?
E minor.
Is that on now?
Yeah.
I loaned some records to Justin, and he learned how to play that absolutely note for note, right along with old Kenny Baker. And I loaned him another one, and it was the Frost on the Pumpkin album.
Yeah.
And last time I played with him, man, he could just hit it right on the nose.
That Frost on the Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Well, he learned that Rutland's Reel.
Yeah.
Off of the, now he got that off of that boy from Nebraska, Justin. I can't think of him. John Shaw. Yeah, from the Shaw Boys. They had that.
Yeah.
And then he learned. Now I hadn't. Alita's got that Cairo Waltz down good, and Justin was just kind of learning it. I tell you what he's got is that I don't see how they hit those notes so clean as that whistlers.
New whistlers.
Where they get way up high and Lord, I don't see how they hit those notes as clean as they do. But he does. He sounds to me like he's right.
He's right on the money. I give credit where credit's due,
Yeah.
and he gives my credit.
Yeah, he's.
Gordon, that's a good little guitar.
Good sound little guitar, isn't it? self-conscious on that one though, because I'm so used to those Texas seconds working
Oh, yeah.
all those bar chords,
Yeah.
you know, and those. I'd like to know how to do that on just maybe one song, just to do it. But I can't hit the chord every tap of your foot, you know. I'm just not that.
Travis gave me a tape of this. This kid's name is Tom Weisenberger. Where he's from up in Minnesota. He does his own guitar work and his own fiddling.
Dubbing himself.
And he's got that type of rhythm on a lot of his tunes. And he's good at it.
Fit us here. You know, those
No.
Texas seconds, those guys from Oklahoma and Texas are always thinking we're not playing right. But this kind of seconding fits our music. It may not fit theirs, but it fits our music. And whereas that rhythm, it just doesn't fit with some of this dance music.
No.
It just doesn't. It's a different type of music.
Sugar Betty Ann.
Okay, yeah.
His dad, Sugar Betty
Yeah,
Ann.
that's a good. I was trying to put something else in there because I was thinking it was that cowhide.
No, that's...
Oh, play my Georgiana Moon in B flat. You're the only one. You're the only one I've ever been able to use these chords on. If you can remember, if you don't want to, don't just
turn it off.
Just 57 years old. I'm wondering if they got that right. I guess they did.
got that second
Well,
pot.
I know that's nobody ever plays it in B flat except Kenny Baker, and that's where
That's where it's supposed to be.
that's where those chords were from. Well, not from him, but from a book that showed him.
Who did that? I wonder.
It's on this Fiddler's Fake book. It's in there.
Oh.
And it's the only tune that they show, but they never show but just the basic chords. They never show any, I guess you call them grace chords or whatever that stuff is in the middle. And there's I wish I hadn't learned what I have learned, because I hear so many of these tunes that I know something goes there, and I just don't know what it is. I don't know that much of these chords. And maybe I'm thinking too much sometimes.
You want to see that?
Forgotten that. I didn't play that long. That's a good tune. I like that. Let me think of something. Anything else? No, I can't think of. Most of the ones I've been kind of piddling with that we've already played. But whatever.
Play one of Lacey's, that Jasper County.
Okay, is that in A? Oh yeah.
Goes right here.
Yeah. Go out there someday, we'll call him and see if he wants to, like we did the last time.
Someday. I'll tell you what, Gordon. See, I overhauled his fiddle since you played with him, since you've seen him. And when you called today, I said, there's Lacey. He'd been calling me so much that it's driving me, and he waits till I get glue on the fiddle and ready to put a clamp on before he calls. And I tell him, I said, well, you're going to have to wait a minute or I'll call you back, which I always do. Yeah. And it don't seem to make him mad, but they ain't no use to call me every day. Or every other day. Yeah. It's senseless. Just to talk about
his... You need to get one of those answering machine things.
That's what I need. Just to talk about his fiddle.
Yeah.
I know that fiddle inside and out.
He makes that more. Of course, that's what he does. He sits out there and that's all he does, play the fiddle.
See if you can find this Evelyn's Waltz. Did you ever sing that before? stupid tune.
That's a good one.
If I sat over that stupid table, just sat there and bend over, my gosh, my back breaks.
How's your light's pretty good coming in that window, isn't it?
Yeah. Of course, I always got them 200-300 watt bulbs burning there, but I need them. I need them desperately.
Remember that? Well, go ahead. What are you going to play? An A. Go ahead.
I was going to play Who's Going to Talk to Dinah?
Okay, I haven't played that much. Go ahead.
It goes
I've heard it.
F sharp minor from where you're at. Yeah.
Okay. That's one Bob Waltz played. That's where I've heard that. What I was trying to think of was that Cherry Blossom. That's in G. Wasn't that the one in G?
Good thing you mentioned that, or I'd have forgot it.
How's your time going here? I don't want to over. long you want to put now or what?
Oh, yeah, we can play another 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm just going to took off this afternoon. You know any other F or B flat? Do you know any E flat tunes?
No, I don't play a tune on an end.
Very few do. Art played, of course, that's an older generation, see, that's a generation above us. He played some E. Dean plays a couple of E flats.
Does he?
Uh-huh.
I'll be there, and I never did hear him play that.
Trying to think what the name of them was. I've got them at home. But he's got a couple in E flat that he played. But I can't remember what they were. He plays two that I know of, and there may be more, you know. But like he said, you know, nobody ever sang them. Something went in there.
No, it's just the three chords.
Yeah,
maybe once in a while you went to the wrong one on the bridge.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was doing. But no, it sounds like in that second part, when you go down to the E flat part.
There it is. You got to go back to
E flat.
back to B flat there.
Okay. Real quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the name of that one?
Well, now Pete Stinnett told me that Sarah called that to cool water. Cool water hornpipe.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had that.
It's a whole lot like that.
Well, do you know Lonnie's Taney County breakdown? You know Brown
County or Brown Skin Girl?
No, Brown County breakdown, or what is it? Brown. There's another Brown Leaf. You know Brown Leaf breakdown?
No.
You don't know those?
No.
Oh, these are good tunes. I'll take those always with Lonnie. That's what I mean. I've been coming back playing with Lonnie again.
I don't think I ever heard that.
Oh, God, these are good tunes. You play closer to Lonnie. Not exactly like him, but you could play closer to Lonnie's style than a lot of these others that are around now. Quite a bit, because you're not real fast, and you're not a pure hoedown fiddler like some of them, you know. And you could, some of these tunes of Lonnie's, you could learn just like, you know, Lonnie's hornpipe? B flat?
I never heard that.
Oh, shoot, yeah. I'll take these off for you then, because you'd learn them like that. You'd pick them up in a minute.
I've just never heard
he's got, you know, Starlight hornpipe?
I never heard that.
He's got a couple that have got that little, I don't know what you call it. I used to think maybe that's what they mean when they say Scotch lick, but it's got a little real quick hesitation, just for an instant on these, like he's jumping the bow across the strings or something. Well, I'm into his stuff now, and here's some of and I've got some good tapes. In fact, someday I'd like to tell Thelma I'd like to pull some of these off that he didn't have on his other records. And if I had the time, I'd like to put out some some cassettes with a lot of liner notes and stuff. I mean, on a lot of these guys that are gone now. Of course, I get permission of their families and all that. I mean, but I've got some good stuff. Raymond Campbell never put anything. Bud Hunt over here.
Bud Hunt.
The banjo player over there at Pittsburgh, Kansas. You know,
Oh yeah, Hunt.
Ralph
Hunt.
Bud,
Yeah.
Ralph. Just the craziest guy you ever around, but I really think was one of the, all of us did, was one of the best banjo players that ever lived around here. I mean,
We went to Chill High when I was just a young kid, when they was playing over there, and Hunt autographed a picture of him. They were selling at these, and he gave it to my dad and dad and mom, and when she died, I have to look around.
If you got that picture, I'd like to make a copy of it, because I got a whole file.
I think I've still got that
You talk
picture.
about a guy smooth on it. He's the only man I ever heard play a banjo quietly.
He wore a big black hat, but he always was sitting on the back of his head.
He was Uncle Dave Macon, right down the line. If he hadn't been so hard to get along with, he could have been in Nashville. He could have been a star, but he was impossible to get along with.
Is that
Every time you said, no, we tried and tried to get him to make records. We said, we'll send stuff to Rounder and all that, you know what all. Well, right away, somebody was trying to get to him. It was his attitude. And he finally made one with Jonita, that's his daughter. He made one tape. And I used to go to festivals, and he'd be there, and they'd say, well, do you have any tapes, Mr. Hunt? And he'd say, well, yeah, I had kind of a high voice. Remember, he had kind of a,
No,
probably over him, but he had a real high, had one tooth when I first knew him. And he'd say, I'll tell you what, he said, you give me the money, and when I get home, I'll make you a copy. And I know those people never got those copies. He collected a bunch of that money that way, and then he just wouldn't do it. But that man, you talk about an entertainer, when he got on stage, he was just a whiz with an audience, but he just never could. Well, I tell you.